Favourite inspirational quote or life motto?
Favourite inspirational quote. Many things in life catch your eye, but only a few things catch your heart. Pursue those. So, don't worry about what catches your eye. Only pursue things that catch your heart. So that would be one of my favourite adages, and never cry over things that can't cry over you.
Yep.
If you're praying your car, don't cry over it. Only if you can lose something that could cry over you, like a pet or another person.
Mm-hmm. There you go, two.
And never waste time worrying about things you don't have any control over.
The big three. Love that. Three. That's pretty relevant today's world. Follow your heart. Don't control the controllables, and don't cry over anything that can't cry over you.
That's right.
Yeah. Objects.
Yeah, that's right.
In your work life, this is a good one. What makes you angry? What are your pet peeves?
Ignorance.
Yeah.
Stupidity. Ignorance is probably, and people who aren't logical. You cannot sit down and have a conversation with someone, because there are many topics that people disagree on, particularly political. In politics, in sport, maybe religion, there's plenty of things that people disagree on, but if you have a discussion, or even a robust discussion, or even an argument with people, and they're not logical, you will go nowhere. Never argue with idiots, because they'll beat you down to their level and beat you in experience. Yep.
This is good advice. What's your favourite way to spend your day off? This is obviously COVID-free world.
Oh yeah, COVID-free world.
What to do at the moment?
Yeah, I'm an outdoors person. I like to play golf, bit of boating.
Yeah. You've still got your famous. Is it a boat or a ship?
No, I have a boat, but for some extraordinary reason, now this is the world we live in. For some extraordinary reason, COVID notwithstanding, you aren't allowed to go out on a boat you own. Can you tell me what that is about? Can you tell me why you couldn't go out on your own on a boat? That is beyond me. Why can't you on your own go fishing? Why on your own can't you go and play golf? Why can't you play tennis? And yet you can do a whole lot of other things.
Was strength and conditioning a key focus for you and the teams you played on? If so, what would you do? What was
strengthening and conditioning?
Like fitness training?
That's a good question. Because when I started, I was probably about the same height, but I was was pretty thin, and I did a lot of strengthening work, a lot of weights. Because
specifically, what was bench press the focus?
Yeah, bench pressing, leg presses, but certainly upper body work, because in the ruck but try to have a happy medium between not losing your mobility and your spring, as having to some upper body strength. And we did plenty of endurance running, and used to go down to the sandhills down at Portsea and Ocean Grove and Barwon Heads in the summer.
Going back to your career, you were doing, I know the connection we had was you did a bit of work at Melbourne with my dad as a ruck coach. Were you, back then, was your mindset to focus post-career a little bit on coaching and pursuing that?
No.
So you're just sort of helping out?
Yeah, no, I went to about 5 or 6 different clubs as a ruck coach.
Yep.
Only because I was a very good ruck coach. I actually knew, I knew what would make people good in the ruck, and gave them I never told people how to play, but I only suggested that these would be logical things to do if you played in the ruck. Because a ruckman's first job is to get his hand on the ball and try and hit it to someone in the same coloured jumper. I would suggest that you'd ask most people who coach rucks these days what their goal is, and they'd have no idea. They have no idea how to tell the player they're instructing or suggesting things to, how to go about getting the ball, how about knowing where to hit it, and you should play people on their weaknesses, not on their strengths. Work out what the person you're playing's on weaknesses are, and play to those weaknesses.
We're in your podcast studio.
This is a studio I do a podcast in with Don Scott and a bloke called Rod Law. Rod likes to stand behind the camera and not get on camera, but he's an integral part of our show. We used to do it with Mike Sheehan, but he withdrew. Mick withdrew after that, and so I just do it with Don Scott and the Rocket. And we love doing it because we're not beholden to anyone. We don't have any sponsors, and we say what we absolutely like. And about current affairs, sport. We interview people. We had our 5 millionth download.
Wow.
A couple of weeks ago. Podbean sent us a congratulatory text saying because we started off just having a few people listen, and now we have a lot of people listen. So nice. So we don't do it for any other reason than we enjoy it.
Yeah.